Imagine a machine so large that it could carry hundreds of passengers across continents, yet so precisely engineered that every component must fit perfectly to ensure safety. That machine is the Boeing Jumbo Jet, a technological marvel that has transformed air travel as we know it. But how are these massive jets built? Today we're going behind the scenes to explore the intricate process that goes into constructing one of the world's most iconic aircraft, the Boeing 747. It all begins at Boeing's state-of-the-art factory in Everett, Washington, the largest building in the world by volume. Stretching over 98 acres, this colossal facility is where Boeing's jumbo jets are brought to life. The scale of the factory itself is staggering. It has its own fire department, security team, and even a coffee shop for the 30,000 workers who spend their days assembling aircraft. But despite its size, every inch of the factory is meticulously organized to ensure that each step in the jet building process runs smoothly. Let's dive into the journey of how a Boeing jumbo jet is built from the ground up. Before the first piece of metal is cut or shaped, Boeing's engineers spend years designing the aircraft, using advanced computer simulations and wind tunnel testing to ensure the plane will be both efficient and safe. Every component, from the engines to the landing gear, is carefully calculated to optimize performance while adhering to strict safety standards. The design phase is arguably the most crucial step in the process, as even the smallest error could lead to significant consequences once the plane is in the air. Once the design is finalized, Boeing begins working with its global network of suppliers to manufacture the individual parts of the jet. These parts are shipped to the Everett factory, where they will be assembled into a fully functional aircraft. Boeing's supply chain is one of the most complex in the world, involving thousands of suppliers from over 50 countries. Each part must be delivered on time and to precise specifications, as delays or defects can disrupt the entire production process. With all the parts in place, the real construction can begin. The first major component to be assembled is the fuselage, the long cylindrical body of the aircraft that will eventually house the passengers, crew, and cargo. The fuselage is constructed in sections which are then joined together using thousands of rivets and bolts. Boeing employs a combination of human labor and automated machines to ensure that each section is aligned perfectly, as even a slight misalignment could affect the aerodynamics of the jet. Once the fuselage sections are joined, they are moved into a giant assembly jig, a framework that holds the fuselage in place while the wings, tail, and landing gear are attached. This step is critical, as it ensures that all the components are aligned correctly and that the aircraft will perform as expected once it takes to the skies. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Boeing factory is its use of automated guided vehicles, AGVs, which transport massive sections of the plane across the factory floor. These AGVs are capable of carrying up to 300 tons and are programmed to follow precise routes, ensuring that each part of the plane arrives at the correct location at exactly the right time. With the fuselage in place, the next step is to attach the wings, which are arguably the most important part of any aeroplane. The wings are responsible for generating lift, the force that allows the plane to overcome gravity and soar through the air. Boeing's wings are designed to be both strong and flexible, capable of withstanding the enormous forces they encounter during flight. The wings are manufactured separately from the fuselage and are assembled using carbon fiber composites, a lightweight yet incredibly strong material that helps reduce the overall weight of the plane. Once the wings are ready, they are carefully transported to the assembly jig, where they are attached to the fuselage using massive bolts. This process requires extreme precision, as the wings must be aligned perfectly to ensure the plane's stability in flight. After the wings are attached, workers install the control surfaces, including the ailerons, flaps, and spoilers, which allow the pilot to control the plane's movements in the air. These components are connected to the aircraft's hydraulic and electrical systems, ensuring that they will respond accurately to the pilot's commands during flight. Next, the jet's engines are installed. These massive powerhouses are what enable the aircraft to achieve the speeds necessary for takeoff and sustained flight. Boeing partners with companies like General Electric, Rolls-Royce, and Pratt & Whitney to produce the high-performance engines that power their jumbo jets. The engines are carefully mounted beneath the wings, with workers using specialized cranes to position them precisely. Once in place, the engines are connected to the plane's fuel and electrical systems, and a series of rigorous tests are conducted to ensure they are functioning correctly. These engines are incredibly powerful, capable of producing more than 100,000 pounds of thrust, yet they must also be fuel efficient to ensure the plane can travel long distances without excessive fuel consumption. With the exterior of the plane largely complete, attention turns to the interior, where workers begin installing seats, overhead bins, galleys, and lavatories. The interior of a jumbo jet is designed to be both functional and comfortable, providing passengers with a pleasant experience even on long-haul flights. Boeing works closely with airlines to customize the cabin layout, as different airlines have different preferences when it comes to seat configurations and amenities. The wiring and plumbing for the aircraft's in-flight entertainment systems, lighting, and air conditioning are also installed during this stage. Boeing's engineers ensure that all systems are integrated seamlessly, allowing passengers to enjoy a smooth, comfortable flight experience. Once the interior is complete, the plane's exterior is painted in the airline's livery, with each paint job taking several days to complete. The paint not only adds to the jet's aesthetic appeal, but also protects the aircraft's exterior from corrosion and other environmental factors. Before the jumbo jet can be delivered to its airline customer, it must undergo a series of rigorous tests to ensure that it meets Boeing's high standards for safety and performance. These tests include everything from pressurizing the cabin to ensure there are no leaks to testing the landing gear and brakes to make sure they function correctly during takeoff and landing. The engines are also tested, with the plane being run through a simulated takeoff and flight while remaining on the ground. This allows engineers to monitor the performance of the engines, as well as the plane's electrical and hydraulic systems, to ensure that everything is functioning as it should. One of the final tests is the shake test, during which the plane is subjected to vibrations that simulate the forces it will encounter during flight. This helps engineers identify any potential weak points in the aircraft structure and make adjustments if necessary. Once the ground tests are complete, the jumbo jet takes to the skies for its first test flight. During this flight, Boeing's test pilots push the plane to its limits, performing steep climbs, sharp turns, and other maneuvers to ensure that the aircraft handles correctly in all conditions. After passing all its tests, the jumbo jet is finally ready to be delivered to the airline. But before it can enter commercial service, the airline's pilots and crew must be trained to operate the new aircraft. Boeing provides extensive training programs, including flight simulators that replicate the experience of flying the jumbo jet, ensuring that the crew is fully prepared for the plane's first passenger flight. Once the training is complete, the plane is officially handed over to the airline, where it will begin its life transporting passengers and cargo across the globe. From the moment it leaves the factory, the Boeing jumbo jet is a symbol of human ingenuity and technological achievement, capable of covering vast distances at incredible speeds while ensuring the safety and comfort of everyone on board. And that's how Boeing builds its iconic jumbo jets. From the design phase to the final delivery, every step in the process is a testament to Boeing's commitment to engineering excellence and precision. These massive machines may take months to build, but the result is an aircraft that can fly millions of miles over its lifetime, connecting people and goods across continents. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at how Boeing builds its jumbo jets, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more fascinating insights into how everyday products are made. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and share this video with your friends to spread the knowledge. Thanks for watching.